Well, there.
Hey, good morning. This is Cherie and Lori from PassionAtePinPinter.com, and today we're doing day 4 of our freezer cooking class and challenge. And we hope that y'all have been joining us. It's from our freezer box, which has 12 weeks of recipes and grocery list, and just tons of wonderful recipes. So, but today we have something fun for you.
We're going to do a giveaway, so y'all let us know, either comment cream or blue and tell us which recipe 10, and we will send a recipe 10 out. We'll pick one, well, actually let's pick 3 winners, and we'll send you a recipe 10 from us, and just say blue or cream, and then we're going to start making these. I will tell y'all, you'll probably know this, if you are new, if you're new here, would you say hello? If you are cooking, tell us what you're making for dinner tonight and where you're from. Cherie is the genius mastermind behind all of our cooking stuff. Like, her recipes are the best ever. She makes me such a better cook, so we're excited.
Yeah, so today we are going to make the cheesy baked spaghetti, grilled basil chicken, salsa verde, shredded pork, cracker barrel chicken, tenderloin sandwich, taco inspired spaghetti, and Butterfinger Cake. And if y'all have our menu plans in our freezer meals on the back of the card that has your menu for the week, there are freezer menu tips. So it tells you what you can do to get ahead, like chop your onions, brown your beef, and do all the extra things that you need to do to make your cooking day a success. So we're going to get going, and we're going to start with the salsa verde pork. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Yep. Oh, the biggest thing I'll say is get your trash cans. Make sure you have a trash can out and an empty dishwasher, and that's going to make it start way easier. So we're going to start with the salsa verde shredded pork, and what we've got here is a 2-pound boneless pork loin. It's in my freezer bag stand, which is so easy. You're going to add in a 16-ounce jar of salsa verde. I have to read the directions every time. Thank you. A small onion.
And it's fun to do it with people. Like,
yes.
If you get your friends together and do freezer meals, it is a lot of fun, and you can really crank them out and have fellowship. So.
We're prepping them for my niece, and she keeps eating them faster than I can make them. So I'm like, you gotta slow down. But I need to get her to come over and do this because it would be fun to have her with me. A tablespoon of cumin, a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. This one is so easy, and this is so good, y'all. This one we take on vacation all the time with us, and a little bit of black pepper. So I'm gonna tell you real fast. So this was 2-pound boneless pork loin, 16-ounce jar of salsa verde, 1 small onion, 3 cloves garlic, 1 tablespoon cumin, 1/4 teaspoon red pepper flakes, and a 1/4 teaspoon black pepper. And now we're going to do this. We're going to put this in the bag, and then I'm going to use the baby card. How many of y'all, if you're here, you've seen the baby cards? So I put it in so that my baby card places out, so that when my kids call me, which my kids are calling me like every night asking. Last night Jackson asked if he had to bake that Butterfinger cake before he ate it. He said, "Mom, do I have to bake it?" I was like, "No." So anyways, he got that one. So there we go. One's done.
All right, so we're going to move over to the stove and do the taco inspired spaghetti. I think I've got everything over here. So what we've done is we've browned a pound of ground beef with an onion, and we've drained it. And listen, did you share that to the stories about the
yeah.
Okay, so let me give y'all a tip. This is kind of crazy. But here is how I drain my meat. I take a turkey baster, this is all wet, and I have a cup with, this is nastiness, y'all, but with some paper towels, and I just squeeze the grease off. So I don't know. How do y'all drain your meat? I don't know. That is probably what my mother did, so that's what I do. So anyway, that was off topic, but thought you might want to know. But so brown your ground beef. So to that, actually I'm going to turn this on a little
I don't know why the
bit.
sound is not working. They're saying the sound is having issues. That's what I'm trying to see.
Is it the Wi-Fi?
It shouldn't be. Y'all, can you hear us? Give a harder like if you can hear us. I don't have to start all over again. They can't hear us.
That would be so sad.
That would be ugh. Really? Y'all can hear us? Okay, we're just going to keep going as if you can.
If you can't hear us, close your app and then come back in, and then you should be able to.
Okay, it looks like they
hear
can
us.
hear you.
So,
Okay, so when
okay.
come down, because I can't see there. So, see here, I'll show you.
All right, so, we're going to add a thing of taco seasoning.
So they can only see what's on the top 1/4 of the screen. I'm teaching my friend Missy how to take video here as we're going.
Sorry.
So you get it up high so that they can see close in. Yeah. Well, yeah, not up high. That's perfect. Okay.
All right, so I've got my taco seasoning and a 1/2 cup of water. And so this is just like normal making tacos. We're just gonna cook this around. I turned my heat back on to get it going. Get that all incorporated in there. And then the next thing you're gonna do, now, I know a lot of people do not know about this ingredient, but these are ranch style beans, and they're just kind of, they're very, I think they were made famous in Texas. I've lived in Texas before, and I've lived in the South my whole life. I've never had a problem finding them, but if you live up north and you cannot find them, you can use chili beans. So that will work. And these are not drained because part of the flavor, or a lot, the flavor is in the juice in that. And then we need a can of the Rotel. And I think a half a cup of salsa. Huh. I even have a little half a cup thingy over here. Didn't even know it. So we're gonna mix all that in. Okay, and then I think after this, we're gonna move. You good with moving? Mm-hmm. Y'all, having a camera person, I'm like, this is, I don't even feel nervous. Do you feel nervous, Lori?
I think I feel more nervous.
Yeah, Lori feels more nervous. I don't feel nervous. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can actually concentrate on what I'm saying and what I'm doing and not have to worry about the camera. Okay, so we're gonna move. Okay, I am not used to gas, so I don't want to blow up anything, but we are gonna move over to the island.
Okay, I'll meet you.
Come on over.
I'm gonna have to go this way.
Down here. Okay.
Yay. Okay.
All right. So I've got 8 ounces of spaghetti noodles that we've already cooked, and I'm just gonna pour all of this in here, and then I'm gonna throw this in the sink really quick, and then I think I add my cheese into this. What does it say, Lori?
That's what I was trying to figure out. What's next?
I think you add 1 cup of the cheese. Okay, so I've got the Mexi Blend cheese, and I'm just gonna add 1 cup, which is about what is left here. And then do we top it with more cheese? I think we do. We'll just use cheddar for that,
Yeah.
because that's what we had.
Yep.
Alrighty, so we're mixing this, and I don't know if those should be sprayed or not. Maybe. I was like, do we need to get some pan out?
Let's put some Pam out just to be on the safe
Yeah,
side.
we're gonna spray these. Whoops. Okay, y'all, I know that this sounds crazy, but Jamie on our team, y'all know Jamie, she's the night owl. She is really, really picky. And once she kind of figured out that this is like chili mac, she didn't have to use spaghetti noodles and she could use like macaroni noodles, she was totally on board. So if the thought of it being spaghetti with tacos, then use a different pasta that is, you know, suit your style. So she actually texted me asking me about ranch style beans over there, so I think she made it.
That's
we'll have
awesome.
to ask her. Yeah. So okay,
The
we're
hardest
gonna
part is
pour.
that's heavy.
Yeah, it is heavy, but we're good.
Okay.
We're going to. Actually, you know what? Can you scoop it out?
You want? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
This is why having help.
We're doing 2 pans of this.
Okay. You got it.
Yeah. Well, oh boy. Oh boy. We need to go back over here. I knew we were going to do something crazy.
You know it's gonna be bad.
We should have been using that scoopy thing, but I saved it for you.
Oh.
Listen, Laurie and I are going to go shopping because this girl needs some, like, spatulas and whatnot.
I don't like all the clutter, and then Sheree always tells me what I need, and then I told her this morning there was something else I need you to look for me. I need a good spatula, really bad. There's something else that we're going to find for me.
I can't
What's the
remember.
other thing? Okay, I'm going to clean this mess up.
I don't know. I think this is gonna make the bloopers reel.
Okay, yeah. So, does anybody have any questions about this? And if you are just joining, we are actually doing a giveaway today, and we're going to give away 3 of our recipe tins. Now, they do not have the recipes in them, but they do have some blank cards. If you comment cream or blue, we will pick 3 winners to each win a recipe tin. I got it.
Here. Okay.
Yeah, I'll clean it up. You
Okay.
can move on. But anyway,
Wait, you gotta add the cheese.
we gotta put cheese.
And then you gotta do foil. She's got a lot more work to
Oh,
do
okay,
here.
never mind.
Here.
Listen, apparently we need 2 people today because we are a hot mess over here. Okay, we're gonna sprinkle. This called for an 8-ounce pack of the Mexi cheese. We ran out of Mexi cheese, so we're using cheddar on the top, and we're just gonna sprinkle the remaining. So if you have a large family, go ahead and do this in your 13 by 9 baking dish. But we're dividing them up because we're sending them to college kids, or Misty and I are taking them home or something. We don't know.
We're gonna find something to do with these.
Yeah, somebody's gonna be fighting over some freezer meals. So we like to cover them with either some saran wrap or press and seal first, just to guard against freezer burn
Now, why
and
do you do
stuff.
that? What if you didn't do that, Tree?
Well,
what if we didn't do that?
I don't really think that you have to, but if you're not using like heavy duty foil, I would be a little concerned that especially if you're going to leave it in the freezer for a long time, that it might get freezer burnt.
Could you just double foil it? Like, could you just, like, if you didn't want to keep extra?
And
Because
there
my
are,
fear is my kids are going to not take plastic.
oh, yeah, that is true. There are people in like the food industry that say you don't have to do a double thing. It's just a personal preference for me. So you can do whatever you want to. But like, this is the Walmart brand foil, and it is not super thick. So if I was gonna not do it, I would get the heavy duty foil. That is mine. Cause see, that already has a hole in it right there. So I'm not dogging on the Walmart foil, but
I tried Walmart for the first time. I've been so happy. Their freezer bags have been amazing. I'm super impressed with their freezer bags.
Actually, this feels. This piece feels, this piece feels thicker. Maybe that very first piece was kind of a problem. Anyway, so then we're going to label it with a little baby card, and some tape.
Did we have tape?
We got tape out, I thought. Did we, Misty?
I don't think so.
Oh, no. Okay, we're pretending we have tape.
Just pretend there's tape.
Yeah, pretend there's tape, and we have taped this on. Or I like to put it in a little snack size baggie and put it on there and tape it on. Do you have any baggies,
Right
Lori?
here.
Like a snack size baggie?
No.
I don't know. Anyway, okay. Well, we can move on while she's looking for the tape.
It's gonna take me a second. We're gonna find tape.
coming
Just
around.
don't let us get lost. Okay.
Phew. Okay.
It's like,
Okay.
We're calming down. We're calming
calming
down.
down. We're chill. We're totally
are.
calm down now.
We've done 3 things already.
That's right, y'all. That's amazing.
Oh, here's the tape.
I knew we had tape
Ah.
somewhere. Well, yeah. Okay.
Oh, the big tape.
So this is the cheesy baked spaghetti, and these girls do not understand how yummy this recipe is. Sheree was asking me today if she can make it any easier. You can't. It will not taste as good. So this is worth the extra effort. All it is ground beef. You're gonna add some red sauce in, and then we've already got the ground beef and the red sauce done. You're gonna take a little bit of your sauce and add it to the pan.
Laurie, we have someone asking about what are the baby cards.
Oh, the baby cards are the greatest thing of all time. So, when you take a recipe, when you take and make one of our meals, like say this one for example, when you go and put it in your freezer, the thing that drove me crazy is going and putting the recipe in the freezer, and I didn't know what it was and how to cook it, and I didn't want to have to go find the card. So you pack it in your freezer with the baby card on top, and that way when you pull it out, when you look at it in the freezer, you quickly see exactly what you're supposed to do. So you know, I have to thaw this one overnight. I have to remove it from the refrigerator 30 minutes prior to baking, rather than having to go hunt down the recipe. And especially when sending it with my kids, we can just send them off. You can buy extra baby cards. I definitely, if you make a lot of our freezer meals, get some extra ones. They're like $10 to add the extra ones, and they're so worth it. So absolutely do that.
Okay, we have a little bit of tape. I'm going to tape it on. So here is an idea for you to just tape it on. And we like to tape it where you can see the instructions. So if you pull it out and you're like, oh, I don't have time for that one today, or, you know, if you realize it's a slow cooker and you're already out the door, then you are good to go to know the cooking method.
Okay, so I'm working on the cheesy baked spaghetti now, and you want to put a little bit of your sauce down in the pan first. Then you're going to add your spaghetti.
When you say red sauce, what exactly are you talking about?
So I'm using just the cheapest great value marinara sauce from Walmart. You could use a better sauce if you like a ragu, a little better. Sheree, what would you call a good quality? Classico, any kind of pasta sauce. Any marinara.
Or whatever.
Prego.
Prego is like a pregnant thing.
I think Virgo's a flooring. Virgo's a kind of flooring.
Y'all, don't pay attention to me.
It's-
There is a really, okay, y'all tell me this. There is a very, very good kind of Whole Foods pasta sauce. I think it's,
New York Glen.
there's that one in this Rayo or RAO. But it's quite expensive. It's like $8 a jar, but it's all fresh ingredients. Everybody thinks it's wonderful, so that would be excellent in here. But
So you're gonna add, what we've done is we've taken a tablespoon of butter and about a pepper and an onion that are all chopped up. We're gonna now add in a block of cream cheese. Y'all, I promise, this is the best spaghetti you will ever eat. Your family will be so happy, and it's super easy to put together. So this is the part that is a mess. So you're gonna take your cream cheese and you're gonna mix it together. And I'm afraid we're gonna have to heat this up in a minute in here to kind of get it to mix well.
yeah, I'll do that.
Okay,
You grab it.
yeah. Actually, let's just put this in. Okay, so she's gonna go pop that in the
Do you already
microwave.
have all of the cream cheese in there?
Yeah, go pop that in the microwave. She's gonna stick it in for just a minute. And then after she does that, hang on, let me wash my hands. I got cream cheese everywhere now, y'all. You can show our crazy. This is what it really is like, you guys. We've never had a videographer, so Misty is very sweet to sit here and put up with our craziness.
Someone says that Aldi's premium sauce is very good.
Oh, really? I'm just getting these
We have
over.
mozzarella out, y'all.
Pepper up.
I think we're supposed to have mozzarella.
Are we?
I think
Y'all,
so.
we
No.
thought we were so
I thought it was just
organized.
Parmesan.
No, it doesn't call for mozzarella. But Lori likes to add.
I thought it had, oh, it's the Parmesan. Sorry.
Parmesan.
But I always feel that because I always like to add.
She likes to add extra cheese. Is that blowing up in my phone?
There we go. Okay. So I just like extra cheese. So this is that baked spaghetti, and it's again, it's an onion and a pepper chopped up, a block of cream cheese, a tablespoon of butter, and basically it just makes those onions and peppers just cooked and yummy. It's y'all, I just trust me, it's fantastic. I know it sounds weird if you've never done it. How many of y'all have done this? Has anybody made this one? It is-
Amber just said it's her family's favorite.
Thank you, Amber. I see. Sure, it is worth. It is worth it.
good.
Amber, is it worth it? Can you think of a way to incorporate the cream cheese differently than cooking ahead? I can't think of a way to do it other than this. We had a knife that I think is okay for that. Okay, can y'all see this? So now we're just getting this all. Like you're just making almost like a lasagna kind of. Think of it. This is
Yeah,
your
like a
cheese
layer.
layer.
Layers to
This
the
is your ricotta layer of your recipe.
Okay, now that I think about it that way, it makes more sense.
Does that make more
I
sense?
I was telling Laurie that I'm old school and I really like to just cook my onions and peppers with my meat and like, but then I understand now that it's a sauce.
This is better.
It's a sauce.
This is the only recipe I went on. This was the best. There is a couple recipes, y'all, that she asks for, and I'm like, we cannot make. What are the recipes? She wanted us to have shrimp and grits. Have we ever added shrimp and grits?
We have not, but in the Whole Foods box that's coming out in next year, there is a variation of some shrimp and grits. But I did cook shrimp and grits for Laurie at the beach last year.
And they were. Sheree is right. If Sheree makes it, I mean, those shrimp and grits were so good. I wish we had time. I'd make you make them for James. He would be so happy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now I know you probably can't see because I'm on the wrong side.
working on
Sorry. You may have to come around and see. The other side. There we go.
I'm getting in the back. I'm gonna go over here.
Okay, so now we're just adding on the spaghetti layer, and then I know you can just, I think the recipe says just to add Parmesan, but I always add mozzarella because I just like it when it's cheesy. So I've got some extra mozzarella in the fridge. It is so nice to have somebody doing this. I hope your arms aren't dying.
It's fine. Tammy wants to know if you think this would work with spaghetti squash. I do.
Ooh,
I think
yes.
it would. Yeah.
And I've done it with ground turkey too. So you could do spaghetti squash, ground turkey. You could make it a little bit healthier than what it normally is for sure. And yay, I finally used this up.
Woohoo!
And then we're gonna add our Parmesan. And then this is the magic ingredient also. There's two magic ingredients in this. It's the crazy onion pepper craziness, and then how much is that? A half cup of Parmesan is what I'm putting on top of it. Just want to shake it all over.
In this recipe, you're splitting the regular recipe, right?
Yes, this is two, so we can send them off with our kids or whoever we can pawn them off on to eat this food. So you're gonna do the same thing that you did with the other one, and you're gonna do your foil and your plastic wrap. And I still like, Cherie likes that fancy chic wrap. I'm still a plain. I'm a fan of the press and seal. It just comes out easier to me, even though I messed up this box. Okay, there's that. And then I'm gonna do the foil.
Lisa said she made this and used shrimp instead of ground beef, and it was delicious.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Okay, watch this foil.
It's just not real easy.
This one.
Okay. Oh, you know what I need to do? Is I'm going to add I got to get these bags.
Oh, yeah.
So, it calls for French's onions. It calls for how much? A 2.8 ounce can. So we're going to sell this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which sounds really crazy. but
This
it
sounds
works.
crazy, but you put this on as the topping. It's kind of like Ritz. You know how you make Ritzy cracker topping? That's what, so this is like Ritzy cracker topping for your spaghetti. So you want to bake it in there. You want to put it in there with it so that you don't lose them. Because at my house, someone else would eat them, and so I just pack them inside so that everything's together really easily. And when my kids pull it out, they can just literally pull the whole thing out. They don't have to worry about where everything's at, because otherwise my kids never know what to do. So this way we've got these 2 packed, and then we're gonna add. Yep. Yay! I like having extra helpers. This is fantastic. Okay. So we'll get these done, and then we've got 2 more meals. So
That's the cheesy baked spaghetti.
yep, cheesy.
Little baby card on there.
Okay.
We have major tape. Like,
I know. Well, it's gonna hold it real tight. Do we have?
it is. It's
We
gonna
only
be
have one.
great.
Okay. This one we're gonna give away to somebody. So
There
that's
we go.
4, 5 meals done. Now we're gonna do the.
We're gonna do the Cracker Barrel chicken tenderloin sandwich. So obviously you don't do the sandwich part at first. So this is so easy. So I've got about 1.5 pounds of chicken tenderloins that are already up in the bag. You don't need that mozzarella cheese right there. And then we just add 1/2 cup of Italian dressing. Actually, you know what? I gotta put this top back on here and shake it up. Get that out. I don't have a measuring cup, but it's fine. We're just gonna be, this is like so forgiving, like just, you know,
You can't
throw
mess
in there. You cannot mess it up. We're not gonna measure anything on here. 1 teaspoon of lime juice. Whoop. And then 1.5 teaspoons of honey. We've been using a lot of honey around here. A little bit more. And then that is it. And so what you do is just kind of mush and meld all of this together. And then on the serving day, these actually you just kind of stir fry up in a pan. Or you could put them on the grill as well, which I'm sure that would be fabulous. But on serving day, you have some sourdough bread that you toast, some lettuce, tomato, and mayo. And there's my baby card. I got a little bit of
baby card.
Italian dressing on my hand. So we're going to double bag this so we can go ahead and put our baby card in here, which there it is, Cracker Barrel chicken tenderloin. So that one is easy peasy. The next one is easy peasy as well. Do you want me to just keep going, or are you coming, Lori?
Do you want to do? Well, yeah, keep going. You
Okay,
got
I'm gonna keep going.
You're doing great.
We're in the
You
chicken.
got this.
Okay, so the next one we're gonna do is the grilled basil chicken. Same thing. We've got we're using tenderloins. You could use boneless, skinless, chicken breast, whatever. We're going to do 3 tablespoons of red wine and vinegar.
Is that a half?
This is a 1/2 tablespoon. I have the 1 tablespoon somewhere. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's, okay, so that was a 1/2. Oh gosh, now I'm all confused. Okay, so that's equals 1. Yeah, I do want to measure this out because we don't want these tasting like pickles.
I don't even measure it. I'm so bad.
You know,
I
on
don't.
vinegar,
No, I should, well, but
3
I'm
tablespoons of olive oil as well, which that's easy. So you have 3 of each. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 tablespoons of fresh minced basil.
This one's so yummy.
Someone
It is.
wants
This
to
one's
know
very fresh.
how do the aluminum containers reheat?
They've done
Oh, they
perfect
do.
for me.
Great.
They've done
I need
great.
some garlic. It's down here, isn't it? And then a couple squeezes of garlic, 2 cloves if you're adventurous and really want to chop your own garlic. This may be the end of it.
No, I've got another one.
We're
I
good.
have like
That's it.
17 more.
1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. So, we'll just do a little bit here, and then a little bit of pepper. There we go. All right, same thing. We're going to just meld this around.
Bridget wants to know, can you thaw your chicken, then refreeze it after you add the ingredients if you buy in bulk?
Yes.
So, yes.
Yes, we have been asked that question a ton of times, and I know people have done it and it works. So you definitely can do that as well. So we're going to do that. We've got our baby card, and we've got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't even know. We've lost count. We've done so many.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right?
Yep, grilled basil chicken. So the next thing we're moving on to is the Butterfinger Cake.
Okay,
Yum,
I'm
yum.
so excited because we tried freezing the Butterfinger. We refrigerated. Okay, y'all, I am excited about this. We tried freezing the Butterfinger cake. We were just discussing a lot of the recipes for freezer cooking. We added a dessert, but we kind of added it at the last minute. I don't remember what our process was. We didn't think through whether or not they could be frozen, but I think we figured out that almost at least 10 of them could be frozen. This one you can totally freeze. My kids have frozen it. They've taken it home and they've been very happy. So it's a fun thing to send like with your kids to a new mom. You could just fill your freezer with a bunch of these. I honestly, if I was doing this again, I would do it in 3 pans because it's going to be tall. So if you do freeze the Butterfinger cake, either do a big one or do 3 smaller ones. So try that out. All you're going to do is you're going to take your Butterfinger, you're going to get 2 cake mixes that you've already baked the cake in, and you're going to poke your holes down in here.
Chocolate cake mix.
Chocolate cake mixes. I used the Great Value brand the other day, and it was pretty good, but somebody told me when I was first married and I just had one baby that the best kind of cake in the whole wide world was a Duncan Hines chocolate cake. So if I've got room in my budget for a chocolate Duncan Hines cake, that's the one I always pick. Have you?
Me too.
That's-
Yeah,
is that what
I
you pick
the same
too?
thing. Yep.
Yeah. So they just make a good cake mix. So you're gonna add this. I'm gonna have to.
Someone wants to know in the last recipe if they can't have salt, is it still going to be okay with them?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, and on the grilled basil chicken, obviously the cooking style is grilling, but you could put it in the pan too, or bake it as well. So
This is real thick.
oh,
I need a spoon.
huh?
Okay. Where's one of my spoons? Okay. I've never tried. This is Great Value sweetened condensed milk. I don't know if it's different. It's very thick. It's very thick. Okay. We're just going to kind of drizzle it down. It's really best to do this when your cake is still pretty warm, but it's not going to matter. And I'm not going to, we'll sit here all day long. Okay, y'all, this is like, talk about slow as molasses. It's going to be real slow. Okay. Hang
Can
on.
you use dried basil in the last recipe, Sheree?
Yes, you could. For sure.
We're just gonna go for it, y'all. So you normally would drizzle this right into the holes, but apparently this is so thick. I shouldn't have gotten rid of that spoon. Sheree, I need another spoon.
Okay, Sue says the Duncan Hines cakes are BOGO at Publix this week.
Oh, stock up for sure. And listen, guys, if you don't know this trick, usually when the grocery stores have a sale, go ahead and stock up and get like 6 weeks worth of what you're going to use. You know, like if you eat a lot of pasta, go ahead and grab all your pasta that you can use for 6 weeks, because then that sale will come back around.
And then on that Duncan Hines, what's the other ones? You need one of the. Go ahead and get a devil's food cake for this. You want to get a devil food cake for the chocolate chip cake. And then you need to go ahead and get yourself a white cake for the
honey bun cake.
The honey bun cake. And that way you'll have your cakes for a good, so at least I would get 3 chocolate. So if they're BOGO at your store, go ahead and get 3 chocolate cakes and 1 vanilla cake. And you'll be, I guess it's yellow.
Yellow cake.
3 chocolates and 1 yellow. And I always do you always do devil's food cake?
With what?
For everything.
Oh yeah.
Anything that's like
Keep
this.
it in.
Yeah, that would
Keep
be
it
my
on
kind
hand.
to buy. Okay, next we're gonna add, let's make sure I do this right. Okay, poke holes. Pour condense and then, and then
You
we're
do
gonna do
Butterfingers
Butterfingers next. Okay. James was really sweet last night and he suffered by opening all of our Butterfingers for us. So They need to sell Butterfinger just done. Y'all, this is going to be, y'all make this in 3 pans. Do not do this in 2 pans like we did. This is going to be, it's going to be too tall. It's going to come over these guys.
Look though. Well,
I mean, I know.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
It's going to be a mess.
Lydia
Okay.
says you
That's
can put your can of condensed milk in a pan of hot water to loosen it up.
Oh.
That would have.
Or
Have y'all ever heard of putting your condensed milk in boiling water for like hours and it turns into caramel?
yes, my aunt makes a caramel pie that way.
Yeah, what
It's
was
good.
it like? Charlie's used to have like this caramel pie, and that was kind of the copycat of it.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sounds
I'll be
yummy.
nervous it would blow up, but I guess it works.
I don't think it does.
Okay, y'all, this is
Now-
going to be a mess. This is
It's
going to
okay.
be a
Well,
mess.
listen, we just have to eat them all. We can't send them anywhere.
Can we,
This
y'all?
might be breakfast.
This may be breakfast and lunch, y'all. It's going to be real thick. Okay, we're just going to keep on coming here.
Goodness.
It's gonna
Sheesh.
be okay. Maybe
Dude.
we just don't put as much Cool Whip as.
Oh, well, I'm not so worried about, yeah, that's true. If you're picking a thing, we could always add the Cool Whip. You can always add the Cool Whip later, but it's
Later.
got to be,
Yeah.
you could do, let's just see how we do, girls. We'll just get it down the edges. The edge pieces will be the best because they'll have lots of good stuff. Oh, y'all.
It looks yummy.
It does look yummy. It will taste yummy. It's just going to be real thick.
Lynn,
Okay.
Lynn says she likes to use the toffee bits instead of
Oh, you know what,
Butterfinger.
Dan?
Oh, that's
Spatula.
okay. I need my little scraper thing. I've got like one that's like a metal one. This one. Okay, so I like to use that for, I don't like
The
using a spatula for,
What are those things called?
An offset spatula.
because the spatula sticks to the Cool Whip. Okay, y'all, we're gonna be very gentle here. Hopefully, it's gonna be a mess. Y'all, Sheree and I are just gonna sit here with Misty. We're just gonna have a sugar coma
Oh,
this
gosh.
afternoon. Last night they got in. Misty had not eaten anything all day, and you guys, I asked if she wanted some pie, and she ate the peanut butter pie. So we have a little peanut butter pie left. I told them I don't normally eat anything except the food that's here. So I was like, I don't have any breakfast for y'all. I don't have any lunch for you. You just gotta find some Butterfinger cake and some lasagna. We could make a lasagna for lunch. So all I feed them is, and whenever any of the team comes, they all have to eat whatever food we're having. I'm like, they probably would like me to take them somewhere fancy, but we just sit here and eat this stuff. Okay, this is good work.
It's
Good.
good.
That's good.
This looks good.
And we're not fancy, so we don't care.
I know, y'all are so
definitely
nice and
not
easy. Thankfully, I knew them before I hired them, and now I just like working with them. So it's good, fun to get to work with your friends. And they make, oh, y'all, it's fun when Misty and I chat. We usually talk when I'm driving to pick up kids from school, and she'll be like, I made this recipe, and it was really good, and that one was really bad, and right now we're talking through the Whole Foods. Oh my gosh, should we talk about the Whole Foods? Let's talk about the Whole Foods situation.
Okay.
Sheree.
So,
Y'all, we can scoot back while, come over here and tell them. You
So
can get a video of
here's
us while-
the deal.
We're in a pickle.
Yeah. So we are working on the Whole Foods actual real recipes are going well. Wouldn't you say, Misty? Like the testing for the most part.
Yeah, the
They're
meal,
good,
the
they're
meals,
good.
I think are good.
It's just really different. You have to change your mindset to eat these really healthy, things.
The food's been good though.
The food's been good.
Uh,
It's fresh food.
Let me answer this question. Deb wants to know what was in the jar. It was caramel sauce.
Yes.
Yeah, caramel sauce.
Yeah. But the Whole Foods desserts have been a little challenging because like we like our Cool Whip and we like our sugar.
All the processed things. We want all the processed things.
I will have a salad all day long if it ends with this. Like I'm fine to eat healthy, but I want my sugar in my desserts because that is why I exercise. Anyways, go ahead.
So we actually have a few that have been winners, but that's one thing today that we are going to look at while we're here, and I may force them to test a few other Whole Foods things, but there's just different ingredients like flaxseed and using dates as sugar, and so if any of y'all have any tips on the Whole Foods desserts, please leave them below, and we will look to see. There's a lot of frozen fruit kind of things, but to give 12 different recipes is a challenge. Like, yes, we could have like 10 different smoothies, like that would be awesome, but
I
we're
think
trying to-
breakfast bowls, like
I cannot say that word.
I can't say that word. My kids say it.
Acai bowl.
Yeah.
But yes, that's on the list.
and then some
The
maybe
dates for
some. Misty tried a popsicle recipe. She said was good.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
want an apple crisp. That's what I keep saying, but she said it's hard to get the topping right. So
Well, the top, I think we can do it. We can use oats,
Right.
and we can use butter. It's
Yeah.
just the sugar part is the issue, but I think you can use that
Raw sugar.
the raw sugar, a little bit in mild. So
Right.
Whole Foods is really weird because it's not really quite defined. Like there's no like, oh, it's this, 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 and this. It's kind of just minimally processed. You know, I would say 5 or fewer ingredients on a box or can of anything that you're going to buy, but mainly just fresh whole foods is what it is. So the desserts have been a little challenging because we're used
Yes,
to
I'm going
this
to
kind
view
of
this.
right here. But
Here we
it's
go.
good. But if y'all have any comments or tips on that, please, please, please let us know because
Sue says she can help you out, and she has an apple crisp.
I mean, if y'all can find me an apple crisp, so you know what? Don't even listen. If you want an apple crisp, I want one so badly. Send us an email because I'm afraid we'll lose it in the comments here.
Yes.
So send us an email to. Can they send it to you?
but my name's too hard.
Okay.
Send it to shop
Yeah.
at passionatepennypincher.com or contact at passionatepennypincher.com. And they'll get it to me.
Yeah.
And it'll
Just
be good.
because I don't want to. Otherwise,
Yeah, the comments get lost. If there's like 1,000 comments, we'll never find
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So, was that Sue, not Sue?
Yes.
Okay,
Sue
yeah. I
said
think
never.
she told me. I think Sue said in the supper club that she had some. Yes, Sue. Send anything over. I would like. We'd be happy.
And one that like, do they have to have weird sugars? That's when I'm a little bit struggling with. Like,
Maple
Syrup
syrup, and honey, and dates,
or coconut sugar
Or-
is
yeah.
sometimes.
coconut sugar.
Sue also said date sugar.
Sure.
I've not seen that one.
we're
Listen,
worried about.
we don't know that Walmart has this stuff.
But that's
right.
the thing is like I don't want to do stuff that people can't easily find, so I'm struggling with that like balance between stuff people can find and what'll really work. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
But the other thing too that I've found, because I've bought flaxseed and I've bought some arrowroot and I don't know a couple other things, but like that stuff lasts for a really long time. And you'll have once you kind of get your pantry stocked with your whole food ingredients you need, then you'll be good to go.
I hope so. I don't know, y'all. Is there any other questions that we should answer real fast, or y'all? Here's the.
Someone wants to know, could you
Oh,
add
I
the
did.
Cool Whip topping after it freezes and you take it out?
I think you totally could have done that, and these actually work better than I thought they would. So I probably will. I think I could freeze that just like that, don't you think?
for sure.
The hardest part is that I don't know how it would hold up in the how it'll hold up like it's squished.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's not like, yeah. There's all of our stuff, y'all. So we just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things. Really fast.
How long have we been going? And we've been chit chatting too.
We've been chit-chatting for 45 minutes now. We did a lot of prep work ahead, so we don't want to lie to y'all at all. It was a good bit of prepping. But if y'all have any questions, we will answer them, or someone from the team will answer them with comments. I think that's it. We may have over.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about this again. So we're actually going to give away recipe tins, either a cream or a blue one. So if y'all will comment cream or blue in the comments, we will pick 3 winners. And just to recap, we did week 4 from our freezer box. These are in the link above if y'all are interested in.
Tomorrow we're gonna
on
make
sale.
tomorrow's our last day. We'll be doing week 5. So go ahead if you watched this all week and you were afraid to do it. If you order the freezer box, we will send you the PDF files like today. You can grocery shop today. It doesn't take. It's way easier than you think it is. The ones tomorrow, the prep work for the ones tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's easy. All you gotta do tomorrow. Remember, you're gonna read the back of your card. And we'll send you the PDF file so you have that if you're new. All you're gonna have to do is chop half an onion and do 3 cloves of garlic, brown breakfast sausage, and divide the breast canals. And I am so excited because this is my favorite thing we're making tomorrow. It is the breakfast burritos. I eat them almost every day for lunch when the kids are gone at school. So I'm excited to make them.
Yeah.
And you don't get to take. I'm not gonna let anybody else take them. I will eat them all. So anyways,
all of that.
Yeah.
So these are on sale for $39 today, and if you add, I would definitely encourage you to add a set of our freezer stands. I think they're 10, so it brings it to $49 and you get free shipping. So
yeah.
anyway,
We're
great.
excited. Thank y'all for
Okay.
hanging out with us. Y'all have an amazing day. We'll be back on tomorrow morning. So set your clock and we'll see you then.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.